Alright, episode 38. Everything we've been doing the last few episodes is leading up to today. I really think that we could hit at least 40k today when we build up this last area up here and get our villa moved up here. We've spent the last few episodes preparing for a volcano that didn't happen, and then fixing a lot of our higher end supply chain issues. Some of those are still working themselves out as far as the islands producing more and bringing them into Cinis, so we could make the end item here: honey, grapes, more wood for the tablets and things like that. But for the most part, we're in a pretty good spot. So I don't know if what I have set up now is going to actually be enough for this area, but we're about to find out. We're just gonna build up as fast as we can and see what happens, and hope for the best. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the typical: grab our stamp, and of course it won't line up. We are gonna leave some blank spots around so we have room to grow, because I have a feeling we'll need to throw in sandals and all those other guys. They're going to need things to go up here. Now, we've had up to about 36,000, so I think that there shouldn't be a reason we won't be able to get to 40,000 once all those supply chains are balanced out. I'll leave you open. Probably should have started by building all these support buildings, huh? Alright, well, you're not going to fit there. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and get all these support buildings built real quick. Yep, we're going to need that part too. Oh, that's one of those weird shaped ones, yeah. Not gonna let me do that there. Alright. That's cool. Alright, we got a free few open blocks here where we'll be able to move some houses around if needed. We're gonna go ahead and grab as much of this in one go as we can. Nope, keep going, keep going. Plop it right up here. That's cool. Well, let's take the whole thing. Alright, it's time to start upgrading our roads to marble. We need marble roads. We got a lot of city services, and I think that it would benefit having all those services reaching everybody if we had marble roads. So hopefully that'll help our population as well. Did I like somehow miss a whole line of trees? Alright. Those guys will definitely need to be upgraded. Alright, let's see if our supplies have started reaching everywhere yet. They have. And just like that, we're out of wood. Well, we'll continue to wait on that stuff to come in. I can't even build the fences now because we're out of wood. We did build a new gopher ship towards the end of the last episode. Almost done. Alright. So I was going to use this to grab a whole bunch of marble, take it up there so we can upgrade the roads, but I feel like we're going to need the wood and probably the tiles first. So we're going to go ahead and take that from here just because we know that this island isn't growing anytime soon and it still has production going. So I was hoping to get these citizens upgraded quickly to levels 2 and 3. More trees. You like my trees? What's going on, Bandit? How you been, man? Yeah, I like filling in all those areas with trees. There's just too much concrete and stuff. Alright, we'll get... I need the wood first. Tiles next. Nope, we actually need more tiles. If I just play on mouse and keyboard like you guys, it wouldn't be an issue.
Time flies, as do we.
Keep upgrading what we can while we can. And most of these are already ready to go to tier 3. And that's, let's speed up these movements. We know that we're going to use more of these ships, so, I might just go ahead and make another one. I'm not even going to look and see how bad our supply chains are doing right now with all this low-level upgrades. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. Just going to keep upgrading them, get to tier 4 as quickly as possible. And then we can see how everything else falls out. And then if we have enough time, we'll come down. Actually, you know what? While we wait for our supply ships to bring the things we need, we're going to go ahead and make us a new... It's not really making. We're just going to move these guys out of the way. We're going to need that eventually too. So let's go ahead and continue that road down there. We're going to move our military over here because this area will be our next neighborhood that we're going to populate. We'll keep this as the main road coming in. We got any... We might just... Why would you do that? There we go. Straight line. There you go. Alright, that'll be the corner for our new area here. Of course you didn't take. Don't really need this one because you're going to that one. There we go. Got some more wood. Alright, this side of the aqueduct is good. 18 wood, not that much. Getting there, getting there. Has our supply ship showing up with our stuff yet? Nope. I know. Alright, we're gonna plot this out. The only thing is, I don't have any water coming here, and now I'm wondering. I'm not sure there. There's a mine here, but I'm not going to get that wrapped around to there. Is there any water? Trying to see where I could even bring an aqueduct. There is a mountain slot here, but I'd have to rip up a whole row to come out here. Huh. Well, what's this mine here? That's marble. We could probably bring enough. Let's see if the planning mode, if we bring this over here, how far up it'll let us go before it says it can't go uphill. Oh, so it's going to let us take... Alright. So we will be able to get water on this island, but we're going to need to plan for that ahead of time. So before we put in all these roads, and then we're going to have to move this marble quarry out somewhere up here. Does it piss people off if you put it in a town? It doesn't have any negative things, so we're just going to slap that right there in the middle of the city. Delete that one, and then we'll use that for an aqueduct. So if we do my normal double road here. Alright, that's our new marble ship. Actually, marble is just, that's not a priority right now. We need more wood and we need more tiles, so that way we can upgrade these guys to tier 4. Really hoping we can get to 40,000 this episode. Like a stable 40,000. I'm not trying to just jump up there and... Alright. Where is that ship? Still hadn't shown up. Alright, we'll keep piecing this thing together as we make it locally. Alright, we're all tier 2 now up here in this final phase. And it is 1 wood, 1 tile per. So, okay. We'll go back to this while we wait. Alright, this is going to be our road. So if we do 2 city blocks deep, that warehouse can be in the way, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we'll actually be able to come with this. Yeah, check that out. It's like I meant to do it. Alright, and then aqueducts can flow You know, I just tested that and we had no issue with it. Now I actually try to build it for real, and I must have been in a different spot. This must just be a higher elevation. So we can get... I just wanted to get... Alright. There must be a high spot in the island. That's not letting me do it right there. Oh, I gotta connect it so it has the... Yeah, nope. Well, crap. We can usually get about 4 city blocks with marble roads with the water. So, we might just have to take what we can get. Which is not going to be very far. That one tile's what I really needed. Alright. It is what it is. Why the double road? I don't know, just an aesthetics thing. I don't remember where I picked it up, but that way when I have the aqueduct, then I could still have houses and buildings on both sides. Oh, let me go to somewhere that's already finished. It's like this. You know, if you have it on one side, then you can't build anything directly adjacent to it without, a road attachment. So I do a road on each side, and that way I don't lose any space. And that just, I don't know if I picked that up from somebody online or what, but then it gives you a little place to put in some greenery. Like, I know you don't like dead space, so you'd have like a whole line where you could put in statues or fire. I use these new plotting, flower pots from the new DLC. So yeah, that's the only reason why I do that. And then sometimes if there's some areas that like really need to get some water, you could also, let me see if I can't think of anywhere I've actually done it. Oh, you know what? It's actually up here. So like I have this one right here. Since there's not enough room to put the houses back here, you put a road across the back end so they can get to the water from the other end, and it extends the range. So like what I like to do, Bandit, like now that you're in here and you can see, I know the same city size block that I'm going to use every time. And then I can just come out here and lay a whole grid. And obviously some of these roads will need to be, adjusted, cleaned up and whatnot, but for the most part, I'll have a general idea. Yeah, that's going to build on the other side. That didn't take, did it? Nope. Yeah, so the reason why I like to do the grid ahead of time is now I can just go through each individual citizen level. I put it in planning mode and I can easily see where everything is going to reach. Well, hold on. First I need to finish got to have the little bridge between the double roads here to fill that gap, or you won't get a good reading of how far the city services will reach. But yeah, so now I can go in here and I could pre-plan all of, well, everything. So I know that one market's not going to be enough, so I'll need to do 2 markets. Since you only need 1 of each, I'll have these guys offset into those areas where the markets didn't reach. Now I can see that I'm getting all my coverage. Like, oh, you want to know how much your schools cover? Bam, right there. I'm pretty much going to have to put 2 of everything on this little area right here, but... And then same thing, like, now I can see what all my coverage is. Like the dark green, that's where I'm already getting coverage from the other ones. I'm not going to take up this much space putting in this theater for just this area right there. At least not right now, but same thing. Then you come down and you do the other city services like Firewatch. Like, okay. And now it's not going to have perfect coverage because these are just dirt roads too. So like whenever you do like upgrade to the concrete and the marble roads, you're going to get better coverage and it's going to reach those lower areas. But yeah, anytime that I have the money and the space, I always try to do it like this. Because like this whole area right here, going up the hill and around, that's literally what I did. I pre-planned this whole area and then just came down and just laid down a stamp of houses over and over and over. And now that I have, yep, there it is. I actually have some materials. That's why I burned through materials so fast. Because I can just build all this in one go. And I already know that this whole area I'm trying to make up to tier 4. And just like that, they're all tier 3. Wait a few minutes for everything to catch back up.
Many public bathhouses. The liver of your city is healthy.
Set up my defenses, because I am going to go to war with Nerf here soon.
A ship is under attack.
No. Speaking of which, someone's attacking me. Burn through some of these supplies and people. Amphitheater. Yes, yeah. Anytime you learn something new, you're like, oh man, I definitely want to do this. If I do nothing, we get 5. Happiness goes down, but rep goes up 10. We're actually doing okay on happiness. I usually won't do anything that affects negative happiness, but since we have the amphitheater going, we've been doing just fine. But yeah, like, I know you like to build just, you know, whatever you feel for the spot and whatnot, but I really always like doing these 9x9 city squares. It makes it really easy just to pick up and, you know, stamp out, you know, the whole thing. Because like, I guess in 1800 they actually had, you could pre-make stamps if you played on PC. I've only ever played on console, so. Alright, now that that ship is done delivering those, now we can start bringing over some of this marble. I just need that other ship. Not you. Or you. One of you guys should be bringing me some more goods. Yeah, because this whole first section we already did is ready to go to tier 4. But this is going to use 1 of everything. And I am going to be stuck. Yeah. Need plenty more resources for that. What I can do is the houses that we replaced when we moved the villa, we can upgrade these guys. so that they match the area they're in. So we're up to 36,300. So we're up about 3,000 people, and I'm pretty sure that my my supply chains are screaming at me right now, but we're just going to ignore that for the time being. Keep going back to our city planning here, showing Bandit how my OCD works. Man, it bugs me I can't get that to go up one more tile. Wonder if I'll be able to... So we're just out of reach of those buildings that'll be in the corner, but hopefully when we get concrete, that'll be... I'm wondering if I could snake this. Alright, not the prettiest, but it'll do the job. And when this is built, yeah, we'll have, when these are all concrete roads, all this will reach in all those corners there. Come on, line them up. Alright, another amphitheater. We got them both running at the same time, so they're both going to have the exact same things, probably. Yep.
There are signs of public unrest.
Oh, people are getting mad. Where is this unrest? Yeah, it figures it's probably just out of range. Alright, well we're already planning on upgrading roads. Let's see if making these marble, if that'll reach. Nope. You gonna reach now? Still no. Well, that's flax. I'm willing to let that go for a while if I have to. It'll rebuild eventually, right? Alright. Back to Tatiana to steal some more goods. But that gave us enough. We should be able to, since we're going to be using marble to go to tier 4, we should be able to at least get this side of the aqueduct done. Nope. I thought 75 would be enough. Hey, we can upgrade that. Man, our happiness, yeah, I thought we were doing really good on happiness, so I'm surprised that just 0.1 took us down that much. But then again, we do have 37,000 people, so. Good news is we've moved our villa all the way up to the top of this mountain. It is surrounded by 4 towers and 4 gates. So chances are of getting in there are pretty slim. Plus we have a couple layers, depending on where they're coming from, of walled defenses. One of the things I need to go back over time and do is all of these choke points at the rivers need to be like this, at least a gatehouse, so that if anything does come up, it slows them down. But I've been adding bridges into these islands and whatnot, so I have a feeling that might be easier said than done. How you liking Cinis so far, Bandit? You glad you got the year 1 for it?
We stand waiting.
Alright, we are going to be taking all the marble we can from here. So I want to start upgrading these roads. And that's the last thing we need for upgrading these houses. Yeah, waiting for that marble. Let's speed the game up a little bit there. Check our trade route issues. We're up to 3 now. Nice. Okay. Alright, so we upped the amount of grapes that were being made and sent to Cinis because we were running low on wine. And now we are sending too many and they're backing up. So it's an awful problem to have. And then why is Cinis? Oh, never mind. They ran out of uncut marble. That's fine. Theirs was more of just a top off. I don't think we really need it that much. We got enough, and we still got some open mines here. It was just using it so we can get the obsidian from the mines there. Yeah, no, I tried because I saw somebody that builds like you do before, and when you look at the cities, it looks really cool. It just looks natural and organic and whatnot. And I tried doing it, but I just could not get good coverage for everything. Hold on. And then I go up and I get on top of the mountain. Oh, we can go one more, I think. And then just overlook it, and I'm like, dang, I do kind of like the way that looks. We could see our open island over there that we haven't, that we just pre-built all that stuff, mapped it all out. We have our industry way over there with its own aqueduct system. We got our fleet sitting out there just waiting to go mess up somebody. So yeah, I definitely have seen where people build like you do and it works and it looks good. It's just, I don't know. It's easy for me to lay this down, see where everything's going to be, and know that I'm not going to be chasing gremlins or not being able to upgrade houses because they don't have this, that, or the other. I know that before I even put down the houses that everything's ready to go. So I just stick with what I'm good at, I guess, with what I know. But no, yeah, your cities definitely look more organic. Like, these are all straight lines. Even my trees, they all fall in these straight lines and little squares between the houses. It's just a different look. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think either one's better or worse than the other one. Just in the sense of what I'm able to see and how it works. It's just easy for me. Please be the nope. It's a boatload of soap though. Yeah, I mean we're making marble so slow here. It's gonna be forever before. And I got this thing up on triple speed, and we're not gonna build a marble road for no reason. Connect. You're connected. I don't think you're going to be close enough. We're going to have to put a warehouse over here. Did I have room for houses that I missed? Yep. Well, we can get these guys caught up real quick.
Fire has started in your city.
Uh-oh. That sounds bad. Yeah, I've seen that where people will basically do like one run up the middle of the city, like, and then just have, and it's not far off what I did here. I got these guys up this lane right here. I got these ones running up this lane here. My villa used to be right here in the middle until I just moved it this episode. Did I miss a house right there? Yeah, sure did. There we go. So yeah, I've definitely seen that, or where people like build it all in the middle and they kind of like go in concentric circles around out from it, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, I'm just linear, logical. It just works for me. Wow, we need these goods. I'm really trying to see if we can hit 40,000. Yeah, me and another buddy, Stove, he's in here sometimes. Me and him do a. He's not in the chat right now. Me and him do a co-op. We've tried it both ways, because you can actually do a co-op where you guys play as the same character, like together, which is kind of suspect. It's kind of hard, but it's still fun. And then we've done it where we were just other people. Like we were our own characters. Which is cool because like I could go over and I could trade things for him that he didn't have and back and forth. So it was easy to set up, trade routes for each other and know that we were always going to have the goods we needed. But then the current one we're doing is where we're both playing the same character. So like he settled an island. Once we got enough money, I settled another island. And I just make sure that whatever he's, needing, like whether, it's usually you have to either supply like olives or amphora or something from that first island so you can grow your main island. Like I'm just doing all the feeder islands, just keeping them going. Oh, we don't have any marble yet. Where is the boat with the marble? Yeah, I got this on triple speed, and wherever this boat is, it's taking its sweet time.
We stand waiting.
Alright, so you're taking this path, so... Is that my marble? Nope. But yeah, like, check this out real quick. You got the trade routes to keep this island fed and clothed and happy is ridiculous. Bringing in grapes and honey and wood from all over the place. Some of these islands have 2 or 3 ships going, so that way there's just always something going in. And then I got my obsidian train going around my larger islands and getting all their obsidian, dropping it off at Cinis so they can hopefully make more stuff. How much longer on these games? I need to get a better game going because my happiness is shit right now. Alright. So we plotted out all that stuff. I did not give them... Gave them Grammaticus. That will cover one. Alright, so we're good on tier 2. The only thing from tier 3... How far over do you reach? Alright, so the bathhouse reaches not that far in there. The forum... I might get lucky when these are all concrete and marble that I won't have to put a bathhouse or forum over here. And then, of course, the amphitheater, that reaches everywhere almost. So I might get lucky with this last area once these roads are all upgraded. Yeah, the main island has some resources. Like I have this whole area over here, like the far end. This is all my industrial area. This is just where if anything that you build that has negative effects that you don't want in your population center, they're all over here. They can just all make each other pissed off over here. But like the hemp, the wheat farms, and I know Jacob was saying, like, like hold off on the volcano. Yes, the volcano sucks. There's like an hour, you lose all production on everything. Everybody's pissed off, and everybody's sick. Everything catches fire. But you get this. If you look at my screen, every time the volcano goes off, you get a 10% productivity boost on plantations, farms, livestock farms, in your whole province and all of Latium. So I haven't actually had to build anything new in quite a while because the last 2 volcanoes that erupted have now given me plus 20%. So like, and that's for everything. And then you go in and you do things like this. We got this officium, and you get things like, what is this guy's boost? Livestock farms and range, workforce needed and upkeep cost is down. And then since sheep are part of the cloak supply chain, even though I'm not making them here, throw this girl in here, now productivity is up 20% on all my sheep. So there's these little things that you can do that are going to get you higher productivity without having to build more crap.
Your judiciousness.
Oh, I can't take a happiness hit right now. Oh, reputation. I'm not taking a rep hit either. Belief, knowledge can go down. I don't care. There we go. Alright, marble has to be here. Are you my marble? There we go. We can finally... A disease has started. Great, great. Alright, I know I'm going to have to steal something from Titiana, so we're just going to go down here and get moving to it now. Where'd you go?
Festina Lente.
So yeah, as much as it sucks... Oh, what are you guys missing? Oh, we're out of Obsidian, so yeah, pretty much... That's going to drop my population and happiness on my higher tier people. There's nothing I can do about that because they won't give me a volcano eruption. Alright, our whole new area is now tier 4. We're going to paint them all black.
Walnuts to crunch along with the action.
Come on, select the houses. There we go. Alright, so we built up this whole section. I was hoping to get to 4,000, and we're actually going down. And that's because some supply chain somewhere is struggle bussing. Amphora and then statuettes. We already knew the statuettes were going to run out because we were running out of the obsidian last time. We actually do need this volcano to erupt because, well, we don't have any more obsidian on any of our islands. So that sucks. That's going to hurt our population till after that. And then Amphora is coming from Titiana. Let's see. The caviar. Yep, we knew we were going to be running out of oysters and caviar soon. Togas and jewelry. Statuettes. Yeah, so all the upper tier things, because we just added like 3,000 people into our tier 4 class citizens, is starting to take a big old hit, which we knew was going to happen. Because, well, duh. Fish is now operating in the negative, but barely, so that's not bad. So we're just going to start from the bottom and work our way up on replenishing everything. Ooh, I don't have any more room on that one. We're going to need to upgrade this. That thing's going to get busy. Alright, so on the slider bars, we're good on fish. We're see, like, I haven't built any porridge farms, but I'm still producing 30 for the oats. Porridge is still over. Hemp is still way up. We could use one tunic maker. We'll throw 2 up in our new area. And this is why I leave empty areas. That way I can move some houses around and not have to mess with things. What does this guy want?
Done.
Alright. The Emperor wants mosaic tiles. 395 tons. Those are really slow to make, and I don't have that many in inventory, so he can just kick rocks. Alright, so back to balancing out our stuff. We have now enough tunics, and we're still making enough hemp, so we're good there. Sheep are way over, but hats are even. So let's find somebody that wants to make hat. Want to be a little bit more central. There's no room in any of these blocks. We're just gonna give us a hat maker. Alright. So we are good on all of our tier 1 supplies. So we won't have the death spiral. Wheat's still good, flour is still good, but we are now -2 on bread. So that means we will need wheat. So our grain. So we're going to throw in another grain, which will give us enough for 2 more bakeries. Yeah, 30 seconds and then 1 minute. So we'll go ahead and 2 more bakeries. So we'll check on our bread now. So wheat is maxed out at 12. Sorry, wheat is 13. 12 is being used. And then bread is 12 and 11. So that's good. We're still good on charcoal at the moment. So yeah, so after every time I do one of these big upgrades, I just go through and see who needs what. Just starting at the top. As long as the green bar is longer, I'm happy. We're up on pigs. We need more shoes, but we're already maxed out pretty much on the leather, so we're going to do a leather and a shoe. Where are my leather makers? Tanneries. Yeah, because I got a boost in the officium for tanneries, I believe. Yeah. Extra income, not anything great. Normally I try to focus on getting the production buffs, but I don't think we've had a new... Ooh, population from bread. That might be a good one to throw an officium in a neighborhood. You can't reach? Where's the nearest warehouse? Just out of range. Well, we've been wanting to upgrade the roads anyways. Still doesn't reach, huh? Isn't there one down here? Man. Alright. We're just going to upgrade all these roads. See if we get lucky. Man. We're going to have to play a little bit of whack-a-mole here. Alright, now it reaches. Alright. And that was for our grain, to keep our grain up and going. I guess we still have one more river slot. And I already know that's going to go to sturgeon, so I'm going to throw that in now.
I always keep my word.
Okay. And now we are down. Bread's good, but we put in another tannery, which means our salt and our pigs went down. We could just get a volcano to go off. It wouldn't be an issue. So there's more pigs. I don't even know if we have room for salt over here. Oh, I'll be able to fit one more in. Nice. Okay. Oh, there's more people on this side. Ah, crap.
A ship is under attack.
Don't care, Bawada. Bring it. Alright. That one did not cover it. Alright, we're going to need a second one over here where there's no room to put it. Sweet. For leather sandals, this is taking an awful lot of planning. Alright, fish porridge, tunics, hats, clay, charcoal, plenty of bread, salt's good, pigs are now really good, leather and sandals are tracking good, olive oil is maxed out. I could have swore that we put an olive oil spot up. Yeah, we did. Alright, well, in our soon-to-be area, we'll throw an olive oil in the middle. We'll go ahead and put that down now because there's a warehouse there and we need it. So, win-win when we get the buildings there. Honey is still down. Grapes is our wine is down. We already know that we're getting plenty of actual grapes because we're delivering too many. But let's just check and see if our honey supply, yep, our honey supply is finally rebounded. Wine's doing okay. We're doing really good on cloth. The purple drink is what we're missing. We're missing our purple drink. We'll get to that when we're going down here. Wine is now good. Cloth is no problem. Tunics, we're down one on tunics. We need so. Then where's our, oh, tunics we put in town because there's a income buff. Well, you don't reach that? There we go. Are you gonna reach? Okay, yeah. So purple drink is the issue. Now I'm wondering if it is just not making enough or if it's not getting to us. So let's check and see how much. Tatiana really doesn't have that much. It's not them. Scorpion Clinch Land is only bringing over 50 a pop, and they have more in inventory. I know that we have more than one ship for that island. So we will tack on 50 more purple drink. See if that gets us back over the threshold where we're operating in the green on that.
What could you possibly require? Through the waves.
Okay. Doing good, doing good. Wine. Yeah, it's catching up. Tunics will be, when they get enough purple drink, tablets. The infamous tablets. Those pain in the ass things. Alright. Come on, rotate. There we go. Those will start trending up. Yep. Alright, so I added one sturgeon on our last one because I already knew that that was going to be down. So we'll need one more caviar from that. And then one more oysters and caviar from 2 more of those. So that's 45. Oh, well, that right there, there's your issue. I ain't got no gas in it. Alright, you reach now? Alright, cool. Where am I? Caviar. There we go. And then we get health and population from these guys. Throw you in there. Now, one of these other islands had sturgeon. Somebody else had some. I can't have one island. Crap, I have one island that makes sturgeon. So that means one of these other... Well, these 2 with clay. We might have to start importing clay. So that way I can get enough sturgeon, because this is the only island that I can do this on. So that's a bit stupid. Oh, and I didn't even realize we're right there at an hour now. Alright, so let's look at this. We'll check this one last supply chain. Alright, sturgeon will be at 5. Caviar. Yeah, we need more. We'll need another. Yeah, we're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to start importing clay here. That's a bit weird. So we started off with what, 33,600. We're at 38,200. I feel like a big part of not reaching that goal is these last little bit of supply chains. Not having the obsidian really is really screwing things up. We're still doing good on all of our food products. Everything that we build is good. Togas, we just fixed that. That'll come back here in a minute. But the statuette's dropping off. That's +1 population for everything. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. And that's nothing we can even do anything about that. We need obsidian. What are you giving us? Oh, you already have a +2 of population. Alright. I want to see if I put an officium anywhere else. I never put it in any of the new areas. This would have been a smart one to put somewhere. Wonder if there's anywhere I could sneak it in. Because, I mean, +2 population for bread. Like, that's that's low-hanging fruit right there. Put it where all these trees are, jeez. Oh well, we'll get it where we can. I was doing it for a while, and apparently I quit putting these down as part of my pre-build. Prestige? Why not? You might as well use these guys for something, right? Old girl here gives +2 population. Alright, we'll take some of that. That's free, people. Quarries, residence in range, prestige. Oh no, you're already on that one. Fertility. Get some more prestige. I don't know if it stacks, but we're gonna use it. It does actually stack, okay. Do we got any other officiums? Here's one. And get some more prestige. I guess we have not had a festival where there was population, happiness, and consumption for the cradle. I feel like that should be somewhere better, like with the higher tier people where I'm going to get more of them. Yeah, there we go. We got a spot here. Let's see what that does. It's not a dense populated area, but happiness of population, consumption's down. With the tier 4 citizens up here, maybe that'll help a little bit with the supply. I think when I go to build out this area down here, I'm going to remove a couple city blocks in here and see if we can put some more officiums. I don't know what the... Yeah, I could put 7 more of these. So I could fit one over here, and then at least 1 or 2 in each one of these new phase areas that we've done. Crap. That's why we're not getting enough flax. Apparently everything burned down. Oh no, that was where the fight was. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're good, man. I'm just in here chilling, doing my thing. I only play this for an hour at a go, and that's where I'm at now. So just a quick recap is we built up our last area, starting here at the bathhouse and going north. We moved our villa to its new spot on top of the mountain here. It is the furthest point from any beachhead, and we got multiple layers of defense with more to come. So that way if old Nerf or the Emperor ever wants to try to land, it'd have one hell of a time. I kind of want to see what would happen. I kind of want to let them land. Just to see if they would actually be able to even make it that far up the island. So with all the, what is it now? That's 5,000 people we added today to our overall population. We're able to get most of our supply chains fixed. So everything's still doing good that we can, but without the Obsidian, there's nothing I can do about Obsidian. So everything's doing pretty good. We got our next city area planned out. Once that's all good, I think we probably get another 4,000 or 5,000 out of that, and then we'll be just shy of hitting that 50,000 mark. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We still have a lot of tier 1 and tier 2 citizens in these first areas that we'll be able to upgrade if we need to. But for right now, that's pretty much at a standstill. Kind of need that volcano to come, give us the productivity we need, so that way we could get some free upgrades on our supply chains. Alright, well, you guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Like always, these videos are on YouTube. Feel free to stop by, check them out, drop, like, subscribe, follow. It's all appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.